Hello, Atlanta Realtors. I am Karen Hatcher, your 2022 president for the Atlanta Realtors Association. I am so excited to be with Orlando Lynch today, who is the CEO and president of Atlanta Peach Movers. Welcome, Orlando, and thank you for sitting with me today.
Thank you for having me, Karen. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So tell me about when and why you started Atlanta Peach Movers.
Well, it kind of fell in my lap. Years ago, I used to be in the nightclub business, and we were going out of business, which I was happy because I didn't like getting up going to bed when the sun was coming up. It was just a terrible business. But as we were closing, at that time, I was buying a house. I was moving from Midtown to Brookhaven. And the gentleman who moved me, him and I kind of started joking during the move. And towards the end of the move, I asked him, did he want to sell his business? And he said he did, and he would call me in 4 months. I did a little guesstimate of how much I thought his business was worth. And 4 months later, he came to my house, and we sat down in my living room. He sold me his truck for $1,500 and his Goodwill for $3,000. So
wow.
For $4,500, I bought a moving company, and I was in the moving business. And I was prepared to give him $20,000 based on my guesstimate. And the other two guys that worked for him taught me the business. Wow. So I was the driver and the third man on the truck. And that's basically how I learned the moving business. I bought a company for $4,500.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Did y'all just hear that? Opportunity, seize the moment. Know your numbers. So when the opportunity and the deal got presented to him, he already had a number in mind.
Exactly.
And so when the deal came, he was like, oh, this is a steal. Exactly. And now look at what you've built. That is incredible. To go from that to now what you, all the success.
40 trucks, approximately 100 employees later.
Wow.
Yes. It's been a rough ride, but you know what? I enjoyed the journey.
Wow. So why was it important for you to start a business?
Well, Karen, I've always been an entrepreneur, and ever since I was a kid, I used to collect pop bottles when I lived in the projects in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and went from there to becoming a paper boy.
Wow.
So after that, I went to college, and I just had a spirit that I always wanted to own my own business. In fact, I wrote my term paper on owning 100 7-Eleven convenience stores.
Wow.
So it's always been in me. It's a gift from God. You know, I'm a people person. I love people.
Yeah.
And just my enthusiasm towards winning. I just love to win. So.
Wow, that's awesome. So serial entrepreneur turned wildly successful small business owner here local. You have partnered with some of the most major brands here in Atlanta, like the Atlanta Braves. And you are also a diamond partner for the Atlanta Realtors Association. Yes. Why was it important for you to partner with us?
Well, I figured, you know, that the Atlanta Realtors Association is so strong. And here again, real estate agents are my clients.
Yeah.
You know, that's how most of our customers hear about us, from the great agents that support my business. And I believe in supporting organizations that support me. So the Atlanta Realtors, we chose to be the diamond sponsor, and we're so happy. We love the relationship. You have a bunch of class people over there. I can't say enough about the Realtors, the Realtor Association. I really love that organization, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Thank you. We're so happy to have you as partners.
Thank you.
Love our Realtor family, so we're so glad that you're part of our Realtor family.
Thank you.
So you talked about partnering with the community and connecting with the community.
Right.
How you do a lot of giving back to the community. You're everywhere and in everything. So tell me about your community impact and what impact Atlanta Peach Movers has had within the community.
Well, I feel like this, and I know it might sound kind of crazy, but to whom much is given, much is required. And I'm so fortunate and blessed, you know, that it's been a big part of my company that I want to make sure we give back. You know, you just can't hold money. When you hold it, it squeezes out your hand and you end up losing it. So if you don't give, you can't receive. You know, and I believe that we just have to give back to help. This is a great town for doing business. Definitely. And, you know, we support the Habitat for Humanity, the Alzheimer's Association, Home Aid Atlanta. We support various organizations and many, many more. I mean, I might have a customer call us out the clear blue that's getting evicted. and I'll tell them, hey, I'll move all your heavy furniture for you.
Wow.
You know, we can't move everything for you, but we'll move it for free, and we'll move it into a storage of your choice.
Wow.
By the way, we do have our own storage too, but
Right.
we'll move it for them. You know, it's just about, like I said, I love people and I love giving back.
So what makes Atlanta Peach Movers unique?
Well, what makes us unique is just there's several things. We got great employees, and we got a great facility to train our employees. This is our training house. This is Peach University. This is an actual house that I built in 2003. We built this house because we were like any other moving company during the housing boom back in the early 2000s. And I was just like every other moving company. I would let the guys watch a video, and I'd put a t-shirt on them, and they would learn while they moved our customers' furniture. Well, our motto now is, you know, I kept asking myself, because customers might complain, hey, we should get money back because that fourth man didn't know what he was doing. So I decided to build this training house to say, our motto now is, we can't move your home until they learn how to move our home.
I mean, that is really cool.
And this is a 2-story training house. As you can see, it has a living room, dining room. They have to learn how to pack. We also have a truck. They have to learn how to load the truck properly. So this has been a game changer for our business, because now guys actually go out and they know exactly what to do.
Wow. I mean, this is a whole house inside of a warehouse.
Peach University.
And they have the truck here, so they have to move it from the house
to the truck.
Absolutely. Incredible training, right? That's awesome.
So it's our people, you know, and I'm just, like I said, our people, we train our people. We have ongoing training. You can't train your employees enough. And you want your employees to love your business like you love your customers. Mm-hmm. Both go hand in hand. Your employees have to love what they do, and your customers will love you. It'll flow right to the customer. So
it is obvious that the level of care that you put into training your team comes out in the work that you put out for customers and consumers. So, I mean, thank you. You're giving our giving consumers and all of our clients a wonderful experience because of this training experience. So,
one of our slogans is a continuous improvement in customer service.
So, as an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, what advice would you give any up and coming entrepreneurs?
Well, if you really want to be a successful entrepreneur, you should wake up in the morning with the desire to be successful. You got to speak it. I remember one day telling a young lady that I'm going to be the biggest and best moving company in Atlanta. And she saw me some years later and told me, she said, "You're my hero, Orlando." I said, "Why?" She said, "Do you remember telling me you were going to be the biggest and best moving company in Atlanta?" Well, that was all me speaking. I spoke it every day in the grace of God. I just kept speaking, and I was just persistent. I wanted to win. I wanted to be better than every other company. So I just tried to learn everything I could about the moving business. And, you know, I didn't mind working 15, 16 hours a day because I knew I was working for me.
Yeah.
You understand? I knew I was working for me. So I didn't mind working long hours, but you really need to be persistent. And one key thing I would do if I was an entrepreneur starting, I would go actually work for the business that you want to own. Go work for a competitor or another business that you want to, and learn everything they do well and what they don't do well. And take that and put that into your repertoire. So
hear that, realtors? We're all entrepreneurs, right? So he just gave us some key advice. Show up every day, and you got to believe.
You got to believe.
He believed it. He internalized it and spoke it into existence, so it became a part of who he was as a person. So.
Absolutely. You couldn't say it better. You must give me some tips too.
You know, realtors, we're out here hitting it hard too every day, right? They got to wake up and work this business. And how do you get successful? So this is valuable, dropping gems today on our members. So fantastic.
Hey, you got to have a sense of urgency.
That's right. So hearing your story is really inspiring, and the success you've been able to build here in the Atlanta market and all over the nation, and just being the moving company of choice, being in all the right places, you are everywhere. How can our Atlanta Realtor members find you and connect with you?
You can find me. My cell phone number is 404-569-7575. 404-569-7575. But I do want to say this, Karen. I am a hands-on owner. You can have your clients call me. I'm not too important. If we have an issue, we run to the issue. We don't run from it. We're going to fix it. Everybody makes mistakes. It's how you react to that mistake.
That's right.
And if you're proactive instead of reactive, things will take care of themselves. So I'm a hands-on owner, and like I said, I'm passionate. I love what I do.
And you have an incredible team too, by the way. His team is amazing,
Thank
and
you.
it's been a pleasure working with them. And thank you for being such amazing diamond partners
Thank
with
you.
Atlanta Realtors. And looking forward to still doing business
Thank
with you
Karen.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sitting with me.
Appreciate it.
Today.
Thank you.